Welcome back to the Cutaway scene where the conversation stays uncut, unfiltered, and unexpected. Listen, this week we are talking evolution versus ego. Okay, that's a space where you start growing, moving different, thinking different, and not everybody's going to be comfortable with that. Sometimes the growth is quiet. Sometimes it's more obvious. But either way, people feel it. And not always in a good way. Let's get into it. So Sunday's poll, we asked, do you miss who you used to be? Now, some of y'all was saying sometimes, some was saying we're not going back there. Okay, it was given very much 50-50. That makes sense because growth isn't always exciting. Sometimes you do miss the old you, and I feel like it's because that version was more familiar. And I just feel like familiar doesn't always mean healthy. Let's get into some hot takes. So for Hot Take Wednesday, we had asked, why do growth trigger people? Now the responses was real. Some of y'all was saying it's giving very much jealousy. Some was saying it's insecurity. And others was just saying it forces people to look at what they haven't changed. And I respect that for sure. Someone has sent in, because they're still in a child state of mind, growth can't be found there. And that part hits, okay? Because age does not define intelligence, okay? I always say, like, you never know too much of something, okay? Some of the wisest people, they want to learn more, okay? It's not like, oh, okay, I've learned enough, I don't need to learn anything else. No, life is a learning experience for everyone, okay? You're not, hey, we're all learning here. And I just feel like there's people that really have not grown out of that child state of mind, because I feel like some of them stay like that because, like I said before, it's familiar, right? And some is given very much, you can't tell them anything. They are stuck in their ways, and that's going to be it, and that's all. And they're going to leave it at that, okay? All right, so let's get into some hypotheticals. All right, so scenario number 1. Picture someone who used to hype you when you were struggling. But now that you're confident, focused, moving forward, their supports sounds different. Kind of like, must be nice, or you think you better now? Let me ask, is this concern, or is your growth threatening their ego? Let me know in the comments. Because my hot take on that is, first off, that's negative energy, and I'm going to stop you right there. Because what's that saying? If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. I feel like that wasn't nice to say, and your envy is showing. That's one thing about the truth. It's always going to come out. You can't hide behind a mask forever. Okay, let's get into hypothetical scenario number 2. I call this the mirror moment. Picture someone watching you evolve, get disciplined, focused, self-aware. Nothing you're doing is wrong, but it's forcing them to look at what they haven't changed. They start distancing themselves, not because you hurt them, but because your growth is holding up a mirror. Is that your fault? Now, my point is, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. If my success intimidates you to not want to be around me, that means you were never meant to go far with me in the first place. Thank you for that. Move over. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like if you felt it, just my success should inspire you to want to do better. You know what I'm saying? And it should have been a more exchange where I'm making you want to do better and you're making me want to do better. It's a team effort, okay? And the fact that you feel intimidated is giving very much we're not on the same team, because we're supposed to be winning together. We can all win. We can all win. But you know what? I've had moments where I've realized people were more comfortable with me when I played small, when I was easier to read, easier to predict. And evolving means accepting that not everyone is meant to walk with you into the next version of yourself. Growth doesn't mean permission. And evolution doesn't always come with applause. Anyways, thank you for everyone who dropped their hot take this week. Listen, if yours did not get read, trust, it still mattered, okay? Next week, we are talking outgrowing people, okay? But anyway, that's a wrap, and this is the Cutaway Scenes. Bye!